We are live. And we are live, but my camera has gone nuts. Hang on. We haven't even started yet. Why have we gone nuts already? Come on. Come on. And then we're good now. We're back in the soup. Back in the soup. What's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and we are back with Bubsy 4D. Bubsy 4D. Yeah, we're back. We're doing it. Woo! So we're gonna continue where we left off on Bubsy 4D. And oh boy, it has been quite the eventful week. It has been. It may not seem like it, but it has been. And
So, where are we going next?
is the Steam version? Yes. Does anybody else feel that we are about to that right now we're in the calm before the storm? I'm feeling very much in the calm before the storm. It feels like lightning is in the air. It feels like things are getting tense yet exciting. Things are building. Things are coming, building pressure. And I think I got a feeling things are going to get to a fever pitch. I got a feeling that things are going to get to a fever pitch. It's been first. There's been some news on the Crash and Spyro side. There's been some news. On the Crash side specifically, it would seem that Activision has officially trademarked. It won't. Okay. Well, let me start with an interesting bit of news. The USPTO has received a trademark from Activision for a Crash Bandicoot movie / cartoon / whatever you want to call it, and which is exciting, which is very exciting. But not just that. We're coming up to Summer Game Fest. We're coming up to the PlayStation State of Play. The Xbox Showcase. There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Hello.
Hello. Happy anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary.
If you guys don't know, it is our 10-year anniversary. Woo! 10 years of marriage. Marriage.
I'm so stuffed. We went out to dinner.
Yes, we did, and we had a great time.
I have to go pick kids down. But I
All
want
right.
to say hi to you.
Well, I'm happy that you come and said hi.
I'm so stuffed. I want
Yes.
a nap.
Yeah,
But I
Ravio.
have to put children down before I can go to sleep.
We had a 5-course dinner before.
Oh, it's so good.
It was so good. It was so good.
Yummy. And we got free dessert.
And we got free dessert. Did you get the steak? Oh yes, of course we got the steak.
10 years of marriage or 10 years of relationship? Actually, we have 11 years of relationship, technically.
Is it 11?
Yeah, we dated for a
Yes.
year.
Yes. I thought it was a little bit longer than a year.
A little bit, if you... Okay, going back from when we started talking.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah, a year and a half of dating and then
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah, marriage.
Marriage.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna go lay down.
All right, go.
I've got the creme brulee is making me sleepy. It was so good.
It was so good.
They were just talking about the steak last night. Yes! I was so excited. I'm gonna go pass out.
All right, go pass out.
But not till after the children are down.
Yes. I love you.
Boy.
Bye.
Crab walk.
Crab walk. No, it was good. Oh, it was all like 5 course. It was delicious. He was delicious. So, can't wait when Spiral pops up and everyone turns away because the CG was right about it. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say this. Is that I am going to say that I believed it was going to happen and that I'm excited for it. And honestly, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be excited. The only thing that I'm going to raise an eyebrow to is if someone's like, yeah, well, a broken clock is right twice. And we're going to look back and see, I was like, you know, talked about the Spiral Reignited Trilogy, was correct about that. Talked about, you know, CTR briefly, was right about that. Crash 4, right about that. Rumble, eventually, correct about it. The only one that I would say is a definitive swing and a miss was Sly Cooper. That was the only one that was just like, yeah, that one's a miss. I do think that Sly Cooper was my biggest miss thus far. I don't think it'll be at the State of Play. No, I don't think so. I don't think it'll be at the State of Play. I think the State of Play, it's while we do see, you know, Spyro as a PlayStation brand, it being owned by Xbox, no, I would think that would be absolutely crazy for them to do that at the Sony State of Play. So, but no, I genuinely believe that. Oh yeah, and on the Spyro news side is a lot, not as big. The Spyro news side not as big. Is there Spyro news? Very little. Nothing major in that sense. If I said news about Spyro, let me repeat myself. I wouldn't say news. I would say more of a hint. A very subtle hint. Nothing big, nothing crazy, nothing like, oh, that tells us everything at the moment. But and that is that there was abruptly a massive sale for Spyro, specifically, not Crash, specifically Spyro. There's a current sale right now for Spyro on PlayStation. I'm not sure where else. It may be on other platforms, but on PlayStation specifically, Spyro is on sale for 75% off, and the deal lasts until June 11th, which is a bit of an interesting, timing, in my opinion. Is it big news? No, absolutely not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's gigantic news. No, it's not. But I do think that the timing is particular. I will say that. I do believe that the timing is certainly an interesting timing that... The main showcase is on the 5th, right? So a giant sale for Spyro that started today and lasts until a few days after the showcase. It makes me sit there and think, just mad suspicious, in my opinion. Especially since there was a sale for Crash Bandicoot and a whole bunch of other Activision titles like 2 weeks ago, and Spyro wasn't included, and now Spyro's been excluded. Also,
Why? Is it snack time?
Hold on.
Oh, this game's a real grueler for you, huh?
let me throw another bone. Okay. You know what got revealed today? Call of Duty. Call of Duty got revealed today. Even though, okay, even though we are a week away from Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase, I'm just saying. Why would they do that? Why would they drop COD now and not at Summer Game Fest? I'm just saying. It's a little weird. It's a little strange. Why would they do that? Do you think TFB will tease Spyro 4 a few days before the reveal? If they are... So let me say it like this. If they are wanting to follow the old style of advertising, we will probably know going into the game shows of a project coming. If they are following the original. They may not, because they didn't send a package out for Tony Hawk. They didn't send a package out for Tony Hawk. So if they are following the original marketing strategy, we will know leading into Summer Game Fest or Xbox Showcase. My money's on Summer Game Fest, but if... Again, and a thing that's been, a lot of people have been suggesting that could happen, which is entirely possible, is trailer at Summer Game Fest and then like a more in-depth reveal at the Xbox Showcase, which absolutely would make sense. It absolutely would make sense if they did that. But I still think that an initial reveal of some kind at Summer Game Fest is kind of the assumption right now. Yeah, that was something that came out of the blue. So if you guys don't know, one of the, right now, the #1 wrestlers in the world, and I would argue the #1 female wrestler in the world. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people would argue with me and say no. I would say so. Oh, hi.
Bro, really?
Is that Rhea Ripley is... Well, that's wife. Do you know who Rhea Ripley is, Caroline? Rhea Bloody Ripley is a huge fan of Crash and Spyro. Which is huge.
I tell ya specifically to frick off and not steal our golden fleece.
Excuse me? You stole them first.
You stole them first. Where? Time to eat dirt, loser.
No, anything about wrestling, but I know her. I know nothing about wrestling, but I know about Rhea Ripley. Yeah, that checks out. Oh, I'm taking damage, so I'm assuming I'm doing this wrong. Okay, well. Oh, okay, sure. Let me take a quick look around because I am missing 2 yarn balls. I wonder if I'm missing any of them before I head in here. Hang on a second. But yeah, Rhea Ripley is a massive... I'm married, but I'm not blind. I mean, okay, why did you do that? Did I play Lego Batman in my free time? No. I wish I had free time right now. I very much don't. If you guys are wondering why content has been a little bit slow recently, there's been a lot on the back burner. And I can't wait for you guys to see everything that's been coming out. Hopefully you guys are going to see the fruits of my labor in the next 2.5 weeks.
Pretty good, kitty.
Not just on my channel.
It's me.
Not just on my channel, but on other places as well. My channel. Oh!
Time for round 2, loser. Stop moving around so much.
Nah, I'm good. Ow. But I have been working on a bunch of projects and on a bunch of stuff. I've been working on a few collabs. You guys are probably going to see that collab in a few days at least, I think. That will work. Then I have a video hopefully coming out soon-ish. Hope is what makes us strong. I agree with that.
This is starting to tick me off.
I mean, there's a reason why I named my daughter Hope. Hope is what makes us strong. What should we call... I feel like though we are entering a new era. It... Like... Oh, shoot. It does feel like a new era. Because we kind of had like the remastered era, right? Or we'll call it the comeback era. Right? We had the comeback era, which was from, 2016 to 2026. And now we have the Xbox transition. This is, and it's a brand new Spyro game. It's a new era. Era of the channel, era of is with another streamer or another company? Yes. You'll find out. You'll find out. It's a new era. Paul Levesque. Paul Levesque Yan. I think we have to call it the Xbox era. We kind of have to. We kind of have to call it the Xbox era or the Microsoft era.
I hate this.
This is starting to tick me off.
Catch me if you can.
I don't think I'm in control here.
Shoot.
Wait. Time out, bro.
To the moon. Up we go.
We did it! I'm so glad you managed to beat Bobby through sheer
Bobby.
And no small measure of skill.
pure, unimaginable, and almost impossible luck.
Oh, okay then.
Jeez.
Is that them?
Yeah, bro! They totally bullied me!
You're gonna regret having done that.
Bartholomew.
Bully? She started it!
To be fair, that's what most bullies say.
Come on in. Land on my planet and we'll fight.
Oh yeah? Bubsy isn't afraid of you.
Hey now.
Why is he like half going in the ground?
That's right! Uncle can kick your butt easy!
No, stop that right now.
No one can beat me. I'm unbeatable.
And I'm sure you are, so why don't we...
Enough talk.
He made a 6-7 motion in a clip I am looking at, and I am mildly irritated. I didn't mean to.
When we meet, you'll be toast.
That's it. I'm going to...
What a still.
Unless we just call it and go home.
You think Spiral's getting announced next week? I think maybe the Game Awards, because they didn't send any package to media outlets unless they changed their marketing. I would give it till like Wednesday, Thursday. I'd say give it till Wednesday, Thursday in my approximation. Because sometimes those packages show up pretty close, like right at very like a day or two before. So like maybe, you know, if we didn't get a package beforehand, I would be like, you know, maybe. But based off your comment, I would wait. Just wait a couple of days.
Oblivia, set course for his planet.
Come on, man!
A cutscene. I would take anything. I will be so real if they just confirm Spyro is coming back with Paul Yan wearing a purple hat and giving a thumbs up. I would be fine.
Retro, I don't like it.
Right? That's where I'm like. That's where I'm kind of like.
Whatever you want. This cat is bottomless. Literally.
That's where I'm like, hey, at this point, whatever.
I should have charged more.
at this point. If they were like, oh, we're just going to, you know, do a verbal tease for it. Sure. Rumble was a weird one. Rumble for the packages was a weird one because Rumble was a 2-in-1. It was to tease that Crash is coming to Steam, but there was also a tease for Rumble. Rumble was the only one that was very far in advance because it was for Steam. It was to announce that it was coming to Steam. But it also was for Rumble as well, which was a very, everything else was within days. Yeah. So we're not there yet. Listen, I just want people off my butt and being like, oh, where's Spyro? I'm like, look, it's coming. All right. It's coming. Also, too, it's been, it would also help so much with my creative mojo, because I do feel like the longer things go, the more constricted that it feels like for me to make content, because I want to talk about Spyro. I do. But if, you know, a bunch of people are upset that, you know, nothing's coming, you know, it's hard for me to make content, and it makes me frustrated because I do still want to talk about Spyro. I want to talk about more about Spyro than what I've already talked about. And yes, I want to talk more. But there is a lot of game shows going on over the next week, and there's a lot, which, by the way, I didn't sign anything for this, so I don't know what's, oh geez. So I haven't signed an NDA for this, so I think I'm okay to talk about it. I am going to see an advanced screening of Masters of the Universe on Monday. I was invited to head out to Toronto for a VIP theater experience paid for by Amazon, MGM, and Mattel to go see Masters of the Universe. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't expect it. I was like, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go see Masters of the Universe on Monday, because I think the movie comes out on the 5th. So we're seeing it on the 1st. And we were just like, okay, sure. So my wife and I are going. My wife is super excited. She's like, oh my gosh, we're going to go see He-Man. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, we're going to go see He-Man. You know, we had to work out last minute babysitting for the kiddos.
Stupid robot.
So I'm excited about that. Then June 2nd is the PlayStation Showcase, which is going to be, that's going to be a whole thing, which we'll be streaming that. So I want you guys to, I'll put this on pause for a second.
Put me back in.
Give me a second.
Back in.
Hang on a second. I'm going to quickly just jot this down so that people can know. So we are going to be doing a total of one. There is a potential of 4 streams next week. A potential. Okay. The first stream is going to be on Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday is going to be the PlayStation Showcase. We'll go live either half an hour to an hour beforehand, do the showcase, and then talk about our initial reactions on Tuesday. Okay. Then we're going to stream on Thursday. Then on Friday, let me double check the times here. Let me lock in the time so that people know what's going on. I want to make sure I got this right. So, Summer Game Fest starts at 5 o'clock, okay? We're going to go live at 4 o'clock for Summer Game Fest on Friday, but we're also going to do a stream before that, starting at we'll start at let's say 11. We'll start a stream at 11 a.m. EST on Friday. We'll be streaming Spiral Reignited. And we're going to stream until 3:30. Then we're going to go live at 4. And stream the Summer Game Fest until it's over. And if there was an announcement for Crash or Spyro, we're going to do a stream on Saturday, starting probably around 12 and going till whenever. Okay? Elena donated $50 through Super Chat. Our first donation of the stream. Elena, thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, as always. $5 for Grandma. She's watching. Please say hi, everyone. Hi, Grandma. Since your anniversary, spoil Sunflower with this. Aw, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You see the Rayman leak? I did, and I'm going to give my thoughts about it in a minute, okay? Oh, wait, but we're not done yet. Because the following Tuesday is going to be a 12-hour stream. That's right, a 12-hour stream. For what? You will find out. Is for a game that I've made specifically one video about in the past couple of months and has done very well. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to announce it yet, so I'm not going to announce it yet, but if you were to suss out to figure it out. Yeah, so this is the schedule. Okay? We're streaming tomorrow. Then on the 29th. Then on the 2nd, we're doing the PlayStation Showcase. Okay? Then on the 5th, we are doing an all-day stream starting from 11 a.m. till 3:30 and then shifting to 4 o'clock. And then if something is announced, we're going to be streaming on June 6th. And then we have a 12-hour stream on June 9th. Can you type up the schedule? I will. I will type up the schedule. And then depending on how we go from there, we may either shift the 11th and 12th stream. I don't know. We may not, depending on how everything goes. Is it Voidlings? I cannot confirm nor deny that the Tuesday live stream has to do with anything with creatures named Voidlings. Yet. I cannot confirm nor deny yet. I want to make sure and double check that they know that I'm talking about it. That's all. I don't see where it's bad, but I do want to make sure. I want to make sure before I say anything final and anything that I can say that I am doing a 12-hour stream. So, hey, LGV, how's it going? Hope you're enjoying Bubsy. It's okay for me. I'll say this. I like this world better already than the previous world. But I'm definitely more of a exploring a vivid, bright world. Not that I don't like Bubsy 4D. But, oh geez, this is a slide. I'm still determining whether or not how much I like it. Oh geez. But yes, there is going to be a lot of activity going on the next few weeks. It is going to be chaotic. Now also, I want to say, let's make sure that we have a sub check, because there's something that I think is kind of awesome. Hang on a second. Let me say this, okay? If we can gain between, because I'm averaging about 10 subscribers a day, but if we can get to 88,000 subscribers before Summer Game Fest, it would be 8 years since Spyro Reignited came out, and we would be at 88,000 subscribers. 8 years since Spyro Reignited came out, and we would be at 88,000 subscribers. So I'm just saying, it would be really cool if going into Summer Game Fest we had 88,000 subscribers, and if Spyro gets revealed there, I think that would be really cool. I think that would be I think that would be neat. Okay? And it's not too bad. We're 111. We are 111 subscribers away. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Well, rip. But yes, we would be 111 subscribers away. If we follow the same rate that we are going, we would be 80 subs. So we would be a little short if we continue at the same rate, but it's not too far. It's not too crazy. I'm also aiming to get oh, that would be so good if we were able to get if we were able to get to the 100K before Spyro 4's release. That would be a dream come true. To get that silver plaque, to have the silver plaque here before Spyro 4 comes out, would be it would be such a momentous moment.
Let's go.
What happened? ball mode and just fell through. Ah! I'm... Ow. I got a feeling it won't be called Spyro 4 either, but I don't think it's for those reasons that you have listed, Eriquez. I think it's going to be for a different reason. I got a feeling that... Well, here's the thing. The one thing is that Spyro Year of the Dragon was called Year of the Dragon. It wasn't called Spyro 3. We call it Spyro 3, but it wasn't called Spyro 3. I think unofficially everyone's going to be calling the... Oh, okay.
Drowning in responsibilities and
Drowning the water was 2 inches! Oh, brother! Make sure I didn't miss any... Anywho, the point is that I'm excited. Oh, we had a few people sub since we did a sub check. That's sweet. That's all it takes to drown. Yeah, apparently. Apparently we're treating, you know, Bubsy's treating this like Spyro and Spyro. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're gonna make me unfurl. Drowning in 2 inches of water. So yes, as stated, we're gonna be having a fun time the next week. I have been working nonstop. You can you can ask my wife. You can ask my friends. They're like, hey, you want to come hang out and chat? I'm like, I wish. And I've barely been able to. Or if I do, it's like for an hour and I'm like, all right, I gotta go. It has been a tiresome.
I mean, a golden fleece.
It has been a tiresome.
Leaderboards, my
One second.
favorite.
It has been
And I can have cat-like reflexes on top of top-tier charm and looks.
Well, I would like to scroll down, please. Do I have to use my mouse? Okay, that was weird. No, everyone's been like, oh, CG, you gonna hop on? I was like, okay. And then at the end of the day, they're like, okay, I gotta go. And they're like, okay, you get to hold Y, and then it tells you the direction of collectibles in the level. Okay, that's cool.
Right over there.
Now we're missing a whole bunch of...
E-pose, baby.
Thank you. Is there any other collectibles there, Bubsy? Thanks. Jay! How's it going? I am excited. I am nervous. All right, give me a second here. Excuse me. Well, sorry. Exhausted. Hey, Alpha Dude, how's it going?
Hey, Bubsy.
It's going. It's going.
Time to buy something these kids stole from me, I guess. Well, look at you little... Ooh, can't wait to get this dirty. Buy whatever you want. This cat is...
You know what?
Literally.
Wait. I just...
Looking great, Uncle.
Where's all my yarn? Why do I have 100 yarn? Oh, did I just buy this? Oh, my webcam? Oh, come on.
Sure, we can fix that.
Come on, camera. There we go. Yep. Camera froze. And outside, looking at a preview of looking at a preview for a video.
I don't like it.
I'm not gonna show you guys, but there's a joke.
As good as it's gonna get, I guess.
I
Retro. I
there's a video that is currently being edited, and I was sent a joke for something that I did with my hands,
Go now.
and now it's pretty good. I'll show you. No, they must see it in full context when the video comes out. I will not show them. Not yet. They must see the context. There we go. I'm mildly irritated. I didn't consciously do it. I was hey, I'm gonna do this to make people mad. Be the whistleblower. Where? Ah. This way. What on earth is happening? Okay, so that thing's full of electricity. I don't want to deal with that. Gabbly-hoo! But the goal is to get this video out before Summer Game Fest. That's the goal. It's going to be one of those videos, too, that as soon as it's done, it's going live. So if it's done, let's say, I don't know, Saturday, it's going live Saturday. If it's done, Monday is going live Monday. If it's done, if it got done today, it'd go live tomorrow. But you get my point. Be like Thanos taking a rest. Yes, as you should. Ah. Oh, come on. What? What? Oh. What? Why can't I jump? I'm trying to... Why can't I... Why can't I jump? Why can't I glide? Why did that thing just slide off? Oh no. When Spiral's revealed? Nay, my friend. That is when the work begins. You think the years you've taken, 8 years, that's when the real work starts. That is correct. That is when it truly begins. That. I'm gonna get so much poutine. Yes, you are. Is that a classic? Yes, it is. Ow. I'll be taking a break in a few minutes here. Because I need some water. We had some delicious steak, but I'm also feeling thirsty, so I'm going to get some water. That's when the fun begins. See, because the difference, it's not... Making content is not hard when there's stuff to talk about. When there's stuff to talk about, and I'm not having to prove, feeling like I have to prove to every person breathing that, you know, what I'm talking about exists in the first place. When everyone can sit and mutually agree and be like, yes, what you are talking about exists. Okay, great. Awesome. We can all now agree that the thing exists. Great. But when you're sitting here fighting for your life, trying to, you know, prove that something exists in the... Why am I just... Why? I'm not jumping. Why did I just slide into the wall? What is going on? What? What did I bounce off of? What am I bouncing? Are you serious? Am I bouncing off? Okay, so I can step over, but in ball mode, no. 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 Okay. Sure. Here, I'm going to be back because I can almost promise you that there is stuff that I missed. Yeah, like right there. Okay, so before I go back up there, I know that there's some over here. that I missed because I thought I saw it as I went down. Yeah. I caught that. You ain't slick.
Smells like old leather. That
Nope.
is Wooley's.
Nope, 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 nope. Back this way. But yes. Broken. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We, our third kid had broken his leg a ways back last, a few years ago, so we kind of have, I can kind of sympathize with that. This way. Why am I stuck on the side here? Why am I stuck on the side of this platform? I don't understand. Why am I stuck here? Okay.
I don't think I'm in control here.
Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. I think I can just kind of...
Oh, neat.
There we go.
I'm claustrophobic.
And Shibuya. But let me tell you something. After Spyro 4 releases, and then after I get all the videos out there, depending on my situation and depending on what's going on, I may take a short break. There may be a short hiatus on the channel. Not long. Maybe like I might take like literally a month off and just chill for a month and not be like, oh yeah, take a month off, but working behind the scenes to catch up on content. No, it would be a, I'm not working for a month. I would love to be, is there something down here? Nope, that's just death. I'm also thinking about rebooting up my Patreon again. Or not rebooting it, but getting more involved with it, because I think I have a better idea as to how to work it and what to provide for it and what to do for it. So I think that we're going to be doing more Patreon stuff, especially when Spyro 4 gets like wound up. I think that we're gonna do some more Patreon support, so Do you think that Toys for Bob could show up on the list? No, Toys for Bob would not show up on the list because it would be still labeled as either Xbox or Activision. It wouldn't be labeled as Xbox. It wouldn't be labeled as Toys for Bob. Because Toys for Bob is acting as a third-party developer on behalf of Xbox and Microsoft / Activision. So no, we're not going to see, oh, Toys for Bob will be there. No.
A silver yarn ball? Now to stash it for retirement. Or blow it on. Nope, never mind.
And Mason, did you just make this? Sorry. Not Mason. On. You mind if I show everybody? You mind if I show everybody? This is hysterical. Are you supposed to get? I was supposed to get water. You're right. All right, give me a second. Let me show this. Hang on. This is too true. This is too true. Please post this on Twitter if you can. Because it's so true. It's so true it hurts. Okay. I'll be right back. Let me go grab some water. I will be right back. That is hilarious. Oh. Okay. Tasty Coke Zero. All right. All right. Here we go. Let's do this. Resume. And this way.
I hate this. A golden fleece. That's mine. I need it. My precious. Sorry. Lost it there for a second.
You just go full on Smeagol for a moment. Screaming my precious. Hey! Gonna Dagger has been a member for 83 months. What's up, my dude? Come to GA for MomoCon one day. I've been invited to MomoCon. I would love to. If I get the opportunity to go to MomoCon, I would love to do that because it's in Georgia, and I would love to visit Georgia. Thank you so much. Are you going to be tuning in for the Game Awards? Or, sorry, Summer Game Fest? By the way, I have to ask, let me ask everybody, who here is going to be co-watching the Summer Game Fest? Summer Game Fest is next
That's the stuff.
next Friday.
Now, where to go next, I wonder?
But yes, I have been invited to go to MomoCon. Oh, next Friday? Sure. Yes, next Friday is going to be Summer Game Fest. And I am very excited. There's No, Tuesday is the Sony showcase. Tuesday is the Sony showcase. Thursday is the Summer Game Fest. There's a lot. There is a lot. Though it's easy to get mixed up. There's a lot of showcases that are.
Oh, what's this sticky stuff?
What?
This isn't my fate once the internet finds out about this, is it?
What? Yes, we will be streaming the State of Play on Tuesday. Yes. There's a lot that we are stream. Next week is going to be chaos.
Also, I need to own before I look attractive.
Next week,
I mean,
is going to be absolutely... It's going to be waking up on Monday, and then it's going to be, you know, wake up! Yes, get the gun count ready. If I remember, I might be misremembering, but I think it was last year's Summer Game Fest that it was actually not bad. I remember last year's Summer Game Fest being not bad. I remember the year before being awful. I remember the year before that being awful. There are some Summer Game Fests that are pretty good, and then there are some that are just stinky. Just so stinky. There are a few Summer Game Fests that are just awful.
What's this sticky stuff?
Some that is really good. There we go. Front loading the showcase. Yep. Yep.
Smells like old leather. Bet it's Wooley's.
We already know. It's 30. Really? The highest so far is 36? That's wild. Hey, camera, please. Thank you. That was close. Yeah, I mean, 36 games involving a gun is kind of wild. Like, now we're getting more games that have more guns and swords. Bring a sword to a gunfight. Yeah, basically. Unless you're Halo. That's... You don't bring a gun to a sword fight. Is my camera frozen? Great. Love it. 10 out of 10. Last thing I need right now is equipment starting to go wild on me. That's the last thing I need. I can't afford it, Captain.
T-pose, baby.
I see a yarn ball down there too. The whole... I'm happy I found a quick fix for it, but still it's annoying.
Who exactly made blueprints specifically designed to teach me things? I hate learning anything anyway.
Oh, I'm stuck on paper. Yeah, well. I think I'm coming down here. I know I'm going to be angry at myself because I am about 30% sure that I missed a yarn ball. If I didn't, I'm going to be so upset. If I just jumped down here for no reason. I may have jumped down here for no reason. I swear. Wait, what? There it is. There they are. Jeez Louise. How did I miss those?
Going up.
Okay, well, we got it at least. You have a game project plan for the 100K subs like Caddy did for... yes, we do. We are going to be streaming Enter the Dragonfly for 12 hours straight. And then the plan would be is at the end of the stream, I would open up the... I would open up the 100K subscriber plaque. All right, here we go. For a speed game for 12 hours. Yep, I made that promise years ago. Years ago. And I intend to keep that promise. I made that promise years ago. I mean, why was I sent back so far down? Back to the start of the level, eh? Okay. Sure. Well, let's hope I got all the yarn balls from that general vicinity. I'm going to do one more check because I saw there's a pipe and I know that pipe was probably used for just getting back. But I'm going to double check because if there's some yarn balls in the pipe. Because that one there. Okay. Just in the pipe. In the pipe, Bubsy. There you go. There wasn't. Great. You know, Bubsy? Me too, bud. Me too. Now, I have a question for you guys. Genuinely, I have a question for you guys. And I'm speaking hypothetically here. What do you think would happen? How do you think if there is a Spyro package that comes out, how do you think the community is going to react? I don't know. If hypothetically there was one. How do you think the community is going to react? Like the egg for like the egg like furry ignited. The GIF is on Twitter. Oh, is it? Okay, I'll have to go and share and retweet the GIF because that GIF is hilarious. Will that happen with Reignite? Yes, yes. I am nervous about something when it comes to Spiral 4 and like the package. I am nervous about it. There is something that I'm nervous about, and that thing that I'm nervous about, I'm going to be open and admit is selfish. I am going to openly admit that it's something that's selfish. Okay? So let me start there. Let me start by condoning myself. I am nervous that how people are going to look at the channel or look at me after.
I haven't even written my fan fiction yet.
Ew. Anyway. I'm nervous. And because when Rumble eventually came around, people were still adamant in some way that I was incorrect. And I'm worried about... I'm more worried about how some people will take it. There are some people, I'm not naming names, that I believe would rather... There are some people that would rather hope that Spyro never got a game and be right than Spyro get a game and be wrong. Because there's different game... People just freaked out. There was just a certain subgroup of people that freaked out, and immediately I found that how do I word this? I might word this poorly. So I'm trying to figure out a way to word it. I am worried about there potentially being a surge of negativity towards Spyro 4 simply based on the fact that it exists in the first place. And I'm worried that in me being, I'm putting air quotes, correct, causes an initial slate of problems. And causes my channel an initial slate of problems. If that makes sense. Where it's going to be people who are upset that me talking about Spyro 4 for so long and then turning out to be like, oh yeah, it wasn't in development. There are some people that have a unhealthy... There are people that don't like me and don't like my content, which is fine. Okay? And then there's people that are a little bit... Their hate is a little compulsive. So much so that I've had a YouTuber approach me. YouTubers, but one YouTuber in particular that I'm about 99% sure that every single person in this chat knows. And this YouTuber is,
Pausing the game now? Why?
I think, 10 times bigger than me.
Ooh, leather and farts? This Wooley must be particularly nasty.
I would have to double check. I haven't looked at their channel for a little bit, but a content creator that I think most of you know. Did you see an increase in hate comments when the Rumble trailer dropped? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it was weird. What YouTube? I don't want to say because I don't want to turn around and be like, oh yeah, so me and so and so are, buddies or whatnot, and they're super cool, but we haven't publicly, spoken in a space where everyone would be like, oh yeah, we've spoken a number of times in the past. Nice guy. But they even approached me at one point and they were like, what is with people and their
I'm not licking this in front of you. Sticky stuff.
they were literally like, why do people hate you so much with this stuff? And I said, I don't know. And this is a YouTuber that is not like a, I would say that,
T-pose, baby.
as I said, most people in this chat, I think, would know this person. Or has at least heard of them, actively watches their content, or is an active fan of them. And they approached me and they said, I gotta ask, what is going on? Why do people hate you so much? I said, I don't know.
Shop's open. Come check it.
Time to buy something these kids stole from us, I guess. Ooh, can't wait to get this dirty.
All right.
Well, look at you, you little fashionista.
Shop's open.
All right, well, let's go take a look at what the next level looks like, and then we'll get it started, and then we'll go to Q&R.
Next.
But to kind of give you an idea, where other YouTubers who are much more successful than me, are sitting there saying, I don't get it. It's wild to me, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. But hey, it is what it is. And again, I'm not even worried about people who are, I'm not even worried about people being angry at me. I'm worried about the people who are going to be angry at an unhealthy level. From what I gather, people seem to swear your speculation is law for some reason, even though you never say your predictions and speculations are concrete. Yes, there are some people who take I speculate and they turn around and they report it as fact. Even though I clearly say, hey, here is the public, here's my claim, here's why I think this. Right? And then when I speculate, and sometimes I get things right. Some things I get wrong. Some things I'm like, okay, I was kind of right on this, or I was kind of wrong on this, or, oh, I was looking at this from a different way. And people get upset. I personally don't understand it. Like, there was at one point I had gotten an interview. Oh, that was a Gex reference. Here, watch. This perspective change reminds me of a certain legend. For the love of... You have to stop this fourth wall stuff. But that's what I'm known for. I think your lizard friend's better at it. That's harsh, Terry. Real harsh. Anyway, I'm off. It's Telltale. No. You're not the only YouTuber speculating. Right, I know. I'm not the only YouTuber speculating about this stuff. But
Where am I?
I will...
Plug me back in.
Here, I'll say this. And this is something that I don't get. I know that the Reddit does not like me in general. I know it. I've seen it. I know it. Whenever someone reports about my stuff on there, the top rated comment is always, oh, it's from CGE, lol, or like, you know, not listening to CGE, right? Oh, from CGE, skip. I've seen it. I've seen it. It is an objective fact that the general consensus over on the Reddit is they don't like me. Period. And I don't think that there's anything that anybody could convince me otherwise. But what I try to do is I'll go and I'll share on the Reddit something that I do genuinely believe furthers the entire fandom. So if I go and get an interview with somebody who is like it's an important interview and it genuinely adds more context to the franchise I'm talking about as a whole, I'll share it on Reddit. Because I don't share my personal opinions or speculations or stuff like that. I don't share that because I know that people are going to get mad and upset and, you know, about me posting that stuff. So I actively don't post there anymore. And I actively do not contribute, not actively. If I get an interview and I feel like, hey, this furthers the fan base as a whole, I sign into Reddit, I make my post, and I dip. Because I try not to read the comments, even though sometimes I'm a sucker for punishment. I'll go and read the comments. But I post and dip. But one time, there was...
Where am I? Plug me back in. Plug me back in!
But there was one time where I posted an interview and I forgot about it. I forgot to repost it, right? I forgot to repost it on Reddit. Wasn't thinking about it. And then it was like 4 hours later, I realized like, oh yeah, I forgot I didn't post it on Reddit. So I went to go on Reddit to post it and someone had already posted it. Okay, sure, whatever. Someone already did it. Cool. You get the free karma, whatever. But I noticed that there was more comments on it than typical. And I clicked on the comments, which I shouldn't have done. I know better. I'm a glutton for punishment apparently sometimes. But I knew better. But I went. And because it wasn't me posting, there wasn't a lot of comments typically on my stuff that I post. But when someone else posts my stuff, there's always a bunch of comments. There was people that were so angry that I got the interview in the first place. They were like, why does he, it was people that were like, why does he, of all people, get these opportunities? Why does he get this stuff? Why does he do this? Why does he get it and not others? Why does it have to be him? And I sat there and I thought to myself, I don't know what you want me to say. I got the interview and you're mad that I got it because you know that I'm getting information. You know I'm expanding. You know I'm doing something that's furthering and adding more information to the fan base as a whole. And you're upset because it's coming from me. If it came from anybody else, it would be okay. But because it came from me, and that drives me nuts. It drives me bananas. And I already know that you can't help it. And here's the thing that drives me crazy too.
Where am I? Plug me back in. Plug me back in!
A lot of my interviews that I get are people that I am literally pitching to them. Okay? If there's an interview that comes out like day one, like let's say a game gets announced and I have an interview day one, that was probably set up from the publisher or set up or whatnot, or they reached out to me asking, hey, do you want to do an interview? I said, yes. I came up with a list of questions. We sat down. They asked me to do an interview Typically, that's what happens if it's around day one. But if it's out of the blue, if you see an interview come out of the blue and they're not doing like a interview line, like you're sitting there and you're like, wow, CGE sat down and spoke with Lou Studdert. And in the past week Lou, nor Paul, nor anyone from Toys for Bob has sat down in an interview with anybody else. 99 times out of 100, it's me reaching out to them and pitching them an idea and them saying yes. And me working it and figuring it and tweaking it and pitching and trying to get ideas and trying to present it in a way that's different. And here's the questions I would ask. Here's my pitch, why it would be a good video, and some sample questions. And then it gets forwarded to the person that's going to interview. And then it's up to them to decide to interview. And if they say, no, I don't want to talk to CGE, they decline the interview. And thus far, in my entire history of not just Activision and not of everybody, everyone that I have reached out to and have gotten an open communication with, I've only been denied an interview once. Once. Every other interview that I've reached out and they got back to me, we've been able to get something done. Nearly every single one. Okay? Other than one. Deactivated. And reactivated. Other than one. That's it. And I think that that's a pretty good record. In my opinion. Other than one, I have been where if they got back to me and the person that said no didn't realize the context of the interview until after I sent my questions. And they said, you know what? I'm probably not the best person to ask about this stuff. And I said, no problem. And we were like, okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck. And it wasn't even like, oh, I don't want to talk to CG. It was like, I'm probably not the best person to talk about this stuff with. And then there was one more where we both agreed, but there was a third party that said no. There was like, I asked them, they said, that's great, but we got to ask the mutual like publisher. We reached out to the publisher and the publisher said no. So if you want to include that too, if you want to include that, but if it was beyond that, it was one. And what my point is that, where am I going here? And the point I'm trying to make is that I gotta go over there. Is that when people are like, "Oh, why did he get that?" Well, it's because I asked for it and I worked for it, and the person that I wanted to interview said yes. So why are you mad about it? But some people don't use logic. No, they don't. But what's worse is that when it's somebody, if it's some rando person, sure, whatever. But when it's somebody that you know that's known in the community, somebody that I have met before, saying stuff like that, it's like, dang, man, that stings. Like, dang, that stings a lot.
Smells like old leather. Bet it's Wooley's.
Yeah, on top of that, yeah, someone I know, yeah, somebody that I know, someone that I've met before. And it's like, dang, man. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It is what it is. At the end of the day, all I want is I want to make sure that this project does as well as possible. That this project is as good as possible for everybody involved, and for me to be able to talk about Spyro again. I want to talk about Spyro again without constantly double thinking. Are people going to not like this? Are people going to be mad that I'm talking about Spyro 4 again? Are people going to tell me it's not happening again and again and again and again? And I just want to be able to talk about Spyro and enjoy myself and hope that the game is an 11 out of 10. You know, does so well, makes $500 million, is more successful than anyone could have ever expected. And becomes just a mainstay. That, like, I am wanting nothing but that. Nothing but sheer success in every sense of the word. I want it to be successful critically. I want it to be successful financially. I want it to be successful in every sense of the word of success. That's all I want for Spyro, is nothing but pure success. I think, but I will say, if you do talk about something for years, some people go, "Oh, this guy, here we go." Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Some hate comes from that. But here's the thing. What happens if it What happens if it's confirmed to be true?
AW. Forget it.
Here, it's past 10 o'clock now. So let me go to full screen. Let's go to Q&R real quick. We'll finish this more next week. But here's my question. When you have those people that are saying, "Oh, it's this guy again." Okay. But what happens when it's turned out to be correct?
Bubsy 4D.
You see, I learned very quickly, because I thought with Rumble, yes, with Rumble being confirmed and a multiplayer Crash game being confirmed and it's going to help, and it's going to help my claims with Spyro as well. No, it didn't. It didn't. I thought it would, but it didn't. And now I'm walking into Spyro 4 with my eyes wide open, knowing. And it caught me off guard. I will admit. I would be lying if I said it didn't catch me off guard. It totally caught me off guard. It completely caught me off guard in a way that I didn't expect. It hit me, and I sat there stunned. And I just sat there bewildered, shocked that it didn't mean for a lot of people. And I sat there and I was like, man, that's wild. So now I am now walking into Spyro 4 with my eyes wide open, knowing full well that I have utmost support from fans. I have utmost support from viewers and fans. There are people that are like, and especially when I went to go, I'm not sitting here and just listening to la 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 la, just listening to the haters and nothing else. No. because I know for a fact that there are people who are behind me. And especially walking in and seeing fans and meeting them in person really solidifies that. But I also know walking into this that as Spyro 4 is announced, there is no use. There is no use to raising my arms up and saying, ha ha, I was right. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I may say, I'm so happy that it's finally announced that what we've been chasing after for years is now here. I might try to say something along the lines of that. I don't want to say, oh, I was right. It was me. It was the... No, I don't want to say that. But I also know with the amount of people that sit there, oh boy, here he comes again, I'm worried. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not gonna. You can't win them all. You can't win them all. There's no way you can, and I'm not trying to. I can't. Okay, because here's the thing that I've learned is that if you show any hint of personality, any hint of opinion about anything, you're going to generate people. It's going to generate people being upset. So. Protect your sanity. I have to. But walking into this knowing that with my eyes wide open, hey, here we are. We're about to here we are. We're about to walk in. I know what's going to happen. Though you don't do scroll. No, I have to avoid Reddit. I have to. I can't. If I go on, because let me tell you something. You know what else would happen? No work would ever get done. No work would ever get done. Because if every time I doom scrolled Reddit, nothing would get done. Nothing would get done because it would drain just my sheer existence. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I try to avoid Reddit. I became more poutine if you just because I would just literally curl up into a ball, right? I would just curl up in a ball. But I don't. I ignore it. Reddit be Reddit, yep. Bring it for insufferable. I know, right? All right. I will now open the grounds for 10-15 minutes of Q&R. If you guys got If you guys got any questions or anything at all that you want to throw out, let me know. If anyone wants to fix the donation bar, I don't know what's going on up here. That's kind of going nuts. Will I stream Stay Play? Yes, I will be streaming. I'll be streaming mostly everything. The only thing that I probably won't be streaming is the Xbox showcase. I probably... T-Mod eating good. Yeah, T-Mod's eating real good. It's intergalactic. Sean! Donated $20! Thank you, Sean! Hey, don't let the haters get you down. That's what they want. They get jealous of other success. Just do your thing, bro. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Yes, I am. The bar is now better. 131.64. The bar is, well, it's still, Team Odd is still even, but it's not a cosmic oddity where it's just like, what is going on? But thank you, Sean, for the $20. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sean. But Team Odd is now winning. I wish I could program my the bar so that it would like switch in between. That'd be cool. Anyway. No, I don't watch the Xbox showcases typically because it's on Sunday. And no, no work on Sundays. If there's, we'll see. What be the... Whoa! Oh! Howling Wolf just donated $200 out of the blue. $200. Hang on a second. Like I'm gonna read it. Thank you. Oh, that's incredible. Thank you. Hang on, I gotta play it manually because of my sound thing being busted. I need to get a new one. I need it fixed, among other things. But that's secondary. Hold on. Why is my file format's not working? Okay, audio. I have a... There we go. Play. No. And one more time. There we go. Thank you so much for the $200 donation. I feel like haters will always hate because they want to bring others down, which is an odd choice in life. My choice, they get their own boat and leave them be. I feel like acknowledging them promotes more hate. It's just not worth it. So, I agree with you. Let me tell you how I miss Sad Kazoo Bazooka noises. I have it here. I think I still have it. Oh, no. Love that. So, okay. Let me tell you the hole that happens. Let me explain. I call the hole of hate. You ready for this? Okay. Okay. Here's how it happens. Okay. I go on Google and I type in Spyro. Okay. I type in Spyro. It's kind of hard to see, but type in Spyro. And I'm looking for information. I'm looking for articles. All of a sudden, I find an article down here. I find an article. Okay, that's cool. I scroll down and I'm reading the article to see what it says about Spyro, if it says anything. And I get down and there's a comment section. And there's comments. And there's comments. And there's comments. And in that article, It just so happened to mention me as a source, which happens. Happens a lot more than you think. I get mentioned as a source. These comments, I scroll down and I see them. And those comments are not nice. Not all the time. Some of them are okay, but they're not nice. So then I'm like, okay, I leave that page because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk away from that. Then I go over here and there's another thing. Okay, so I go looking at that, and they source something from Reddit. Okay, I don't mind sourcing things from Reddit. It's a good idea. I go to Reddit. I go down. I go to Reddit. It's a post, and I look, and it says source CG. And then I scroll down, and I see there's 13 comments, and I can't help myself. I think to myself, well, what do the people think? What do they think? And I can't help myself but look. And what happens? That I hate CG. CG's bad. Stop sourcing him. And then I get sucked in. And I scroll down that specific comment section. Things are said. And I feel like, great, awesome, 10 out of 10, right? Because I was going in there expecting, oh, this is sourcing something else. Where is the source coming from? What are they saying? What details are they mentioning? Can I cross-reference anything? And then I find out, oh, they're sourcing me. Okay, that's cool. And then I see the comments. And then I'm like, and I'm the type of person that loves to hear feedback about my stuff, right? I'm the type of person that loves to hear feedback, and unfortunately that also breeds the idea of scrolling down, seeing people's comments. And it's part of the reason why I try to not to look at YouTube comments. I try not to. And I should, because there are some loving, amazing, fantastic comments that people have left that are super nice, super kind. And yeah, right? See, I can be brutally honest. I think the Canadian flag is overrated. How dareth you? See, I went to my comment section. Take care of Frost Splash. Thank you so much. Went to my comment section. And the first few comments were great. And then, here we go. Oh my hopium, I really don't understand how people's logic works when they give their reaction to this kind of stuff. Needing a Spiral 4 conspiracy board to connect the dots of what is basically theories and developers wishing, oh yeah, I truly believe it. It's so obvious it's coming. The next Half-Life literally having its actual development repo leaking into other Valve games is just like Alex did. Nah, they're not making anything. Is that okay? I guess, okay. It was, yeah. There's a lot of comments like that, and the thing is that will that person change their mind? Right? That's my thoughts is, would somebody change their mind? Would that person, if Spyro came out, would they change my mind? Or change my mind? Change their own mind? The answer to that is probably no. Was probably no. And that sucks. So, but anyway, away from such, I will say something cool that did happen today. Something that I do think was cool that happened today. Somebody in particular followed me. I was followed by the legendary Charles Zambilis, the original sketch artist of Spyro and Crash for both Insomniac and Naughty Dog. That happened today, and I am going to try and reach out and see if we can perhaps get an interview with him, because that would be awesome. So I was like, that is awesome. And I'm thrilled. And I am super excited about that. And I'm going to be reaching out. I'm going to be reaching out and seeing but if it might be done tonight. Woo! Woo! Did I ever try out for the football team? Once. I did once. And essentially I tried out, and then they were like, yeah, so try out or practice is every day after school. Basically every day after school. And it's until like 6 o'clock, between 4 and 6 o'clock, depending on the day. No, but starting at 4, going till 6 o'clock, and you're going to need your parents to pick you up. And I was doing jiu-jitsu at the time, and I was doing Muay Thai, and I was trying to go for my black belt, and I was like, and then I did the cardio. The cardio made me want to die, and I was just like, okay, you know what? No, I'm okay. I was like, I'm okay. Though it would be cool. It would be cool though. I was wanting to either be I thought I was too short to be a linebacker. I was hoping to kind of be a running back, where it's just hand me the ball and let me just go moose mode. What's on the roster? I am not sure. Crossworlds? We'll see. Maybe Zelda? We'll see. Which movies do you think is considered timeless classics? I think comedy is one of the something that is really, 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 really hard to like for it to age. If it was genuinely funny, like a genuine hee hee ha ha laugh, it basically it stays pretty much you know, it's pretty easy for that to be timeless. I think for me, I feel like there's, you know, Ace Ventura is a movie that I think of when it's like, if you want a guaranteed hee hee ha ha at any point, whether you're sad or happy or anything, and you want to get a genuine laugh, I think Ace Ventura is gotta be one of them. I mean, it's just one of those movies where you sit down, you go to watch it, and you love it. And then of course you got your Lion Kings, and you got, you know, yes, you got your Lion King, you got your Disney classics. Those are timeless too. But genuinely, it's easy to pick it's really easy to pick a movie that is really, really funny because, you know, humor is universal. Ace Ventura, the original Jurassic Park still holds up really well. Star Wars, of course, a bunch of Disney films, all good. Do you think Spyro would get a retro announcement song like Crash 4 did with Funk Soul Brother? Or what song would you assign to Spyro 4 and why? So, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, of course. I think Spyro would be better off without doing a I think Spyro would do better without licensed music. It made more sense for Crash because I feel like Crash is more modern and more closer to reality versus Spyro, which is a distant, far off land. But let's say I had to choose a licensed song. See, you either would have to go. Oh. Oh yeah, I just got it. It's easy. It's easy. So, you would have to go with very easily. Go with, just trying to remember because it's got two different titles. Let me double check the title. It's got technically two titles. You go with Fallout Boy, and you go with Light 'Em Up, or My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. But you go with Light 'Em Up. For trailer music, think if you do a trailer, it's gotta be high action, makes sense. You have the backing track of the opening, and then right when you get to the action segment, you go to the chorus of "So Light 'Em Up." That whole doing a whole segment there for "Light 'Em Up" and Spiral's breathing fire. Right? You have the backtrack going, right? No lyrics, and then you have the music build, music build. Spyro says a quip, And then you hear the lyrics jump in, so light 'em up. And then if you guys want to know, look up the song. It's got 2 titles. My songs Know What You Did in the Dark. It's really long, but everyone else also calls it Light 'em Up. So, and the end being the whoa, yeah, the AOs, yeah, the end being, yeah. I think if I was given footage and I was told, hey, what song, I would make a fire trailer with Light 'em Up. Listening to it now. Oh yeah, if you listen to it, nostalgia. It came out in 2013. How is that nostalgia bait? I can't believe it came out 13 years ago. That's wild. But I digress. I think Funk Soul Brother is pretty dated. There was 2 songs. Hold on a second. When did Funk Soul... Yeah, the Rockefeller Skank, that's what it's actually called. We call it Funk Soul Brother, but it's really called the Rockefeller Skank. Not my words, that's what the title of the song... And it came out in 1998, right? And then there was another one that came out as well. What was it? It was... I remember it's going to bother me. No time to rest, just do your best. Oh, and then you hear the bass line, what was it? It was we're only here to make you go. Yeah, okay, it's called Go by the the Chemical Brothers. That one came out in 2015. So 2 years later. So yeah, if I were to pick a trailer song, it would be Light 'em Up by Fall Out Boy for Spyro. If I had to choose a licensed song. Yeah, so yeah, Crash had 2. There was the Funk Soul Brother, and then there was or Rockefeller Skank, and then there was Go. And both fit actually really well. I was shocked as how well they both fit. But yeah, I think for Spyro, Fall Out Boy Light 'em Up would work. And you see, another one that would be really easy to use would be like Imagine Dragons, but unfortunately the one that I'm thinking of wouldn't work because it's too tied to League, but Warriors would work as well. If you wanted a bit more of a epic legendary feel, but still have something that's good for a trailer, Warriors would work, but Warriors is tied to League of Legends. Like Warriors, I'm 65% certain it was written for League. Kind of like how Enemy was written for Arcane, right? A legendary feel, like some sort of Legend of Spyro. More like a Phil's Raging Fire. A lot would have to be done to it. I feel like Raging Fire would be good for like if they did a follow-up trailer after if the game had won like Game Award after Game Awards after Game Awards after Game Awards, and then they wanted to do like a feel-good trailer, I think Raging Fire would be good for that. And then them showing all the accolades, right? Being like accolade, 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 accolade. And the music that they're using is Raging Fire, right? Because Raging Fire it's a love song, right? It's a passionate, action-packed love song. So I think that if you did that, you would have to, do that as it won all these awards. It's gotten all this love and all this praise. Do Philip Raging Fire. I think that would be really good. I'm trying to think. What else would work? Oh, I'll give one more suggestion, but it's going the opposite way, where it's so corny that it becomes funny. Okay? There's a third song that you could do where you got this epic, like, oh, that would work as a trailer, and oh, that would work for a trailer. And then it goes so far this way that the bar starts going back up, and you start going back up to This Is Peak again, right? Where it's like, it's so silly and ridiculous, but it goes into silly and funny and almost like the Guardians of the Galaxy vibes. Disco Inferno. Full on, lean into the corn. Like the cornfields. Okay, we're in Ohio for this suggestion, okay? We are in the deep pits of Ohio for this suggestion. Disco Inferno. Just you hear disco and you start laughing. You're laughing because you're like, they picked Disco Inferno for Spyro. Like, this is what you choose, and it's like I said, corny but funny. Like, this would be like, oh my gosh. But you would have to style it like a Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. That's the vibe you gotta go for. You gotta go for comedic. You gotta go for funny. You gotta go for quick cuts. You gotta go with silly, slapstick, and it's Disco Inferno. Like, you hear the bass, like you would hear the bass line, and everyone recognizes it, and then it cuts the horns, and everyone's like, wait, what? And then it's just like, it is full corny reveal of Disco Inferno. Right? And it's just like, what? What are we doing? And it's so bad it becomes funny again. So there. So those are my three. So those two options is either Light 'Em Up or Disco Inferno. You gotta go one or the other. And I think it would fit perfectly. But it's different styles of trailers. Completely different styles of trailers. But again, I still think the unlicensed would be your best bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I went over my time quite a bit. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with yet another stream. Thank you all so much. Thank you for those who donated tonight as well. We deeply appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you going to make a Spiral fan edit now, or... I mean... I'll think about it. I'll make it like a challenge because I love editing. I love editing trailers. Editing trailers is some of my favorite things to do. I made one for Arcane recently. That was really good. Like I sat back, I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I made one for Arcane. It was based off of a remix of Mad World, and it was good. I really liked it. I sat back and I looked at it. I was like, I cooked with this one. It was a remix of Mad World. I did that. That was my last trailer that I did. Your Overwatch one from 10 years ago was pretty fire. That is my most popular music video was Warriors. The Warriors with Overwatch. That one is probably my most popular. The one that I've done a lot. There's a lot of there. I have a whole junk drawer somewhere full. I call it junk drawer, but I used to make music videos all the time, and that's how I refined my editing, was making like basically AMVs back in the day, and my first ones were all Dragon Ball Z. And then I started to expand, do more and more and more. I remember I did the Overwatch one, and I really enjoyed doing the Overwatch one. I made one for StarCraft that has a soft space in my heart. There's a lost one I did for Heroes of the Swarm, and there's a work in progress one that is now lost for Legacy of the Void. There is a few lost music videos. Had better done a Blow Me Away music video. I did do a Blow Me Away. Of course I did. You have to. You would. Yes, I did do a Halo Blow Me Away. That when I finished editing it, I had gotten. It was so good. My professor was so impressed with it because the point of the assignment was called hitting the post, which was hitting the beat of the song. And so I decided to show that I could hit the post by nearly nailing every potential beat that you could have in that song and still have a competent music video. And it did so good. I got 100 on it. And then I got 110, which added 10% to another assignment that I didn't get 100% on. So yeah, to give you an idea, that was that was how impressed my professor was, and it's still on my channel. It's still, if you go all the way back to the beginning, you can find some of my original ones. I did Dragon Ball Z ones to I did a Dragon Ball Z one to Son of Man. I did some of the quality is terrible, like the actual visual quality is awful. I did one for StarCraft. I did quite a few for StarCraft. There's a lost one where I did one for Heart of the Swarm years ago. That was Haunted by Evanescence. I started one for Legacy of Voids, which was the Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence for the Legacy of the Void. There's a few. Sorry. Let me reminisce for a moment here. I'm trying to remember. I had one. Okay. So there's a whole bunch that I do have that are unlisted. So I did a old trailer where I did a cross between Zelda and 300, where I took the audio of 300 to the visuals of Zelda Twilight Princess and like put it together. That was an interesting assignment. I did one from Mortal Kombat. I have an old one from World of Warcraft. I did one for the League. A few for League, actually. I have my Warriors one. I had one for Pokemon Generations that I thought was pretty good. One of my old Insane Trilogy video that I made way back in the day, my Insane Trilogy review that came out on June 2nd. Jeez Louise, I forgot about that thing. The thing's 4 minutes long. How can you even... Anyway. And then that was that. Geez, going back... yeah, so hold on, let me see if I can, because some of them are unlisted and some of them are just privated. Hold on. Oh geez, some of these are rough. Anyway, maybe one day we will do like a full revisit of music videos and stuff. So anyways, guys, that's all the time I have for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye!